on the spot, bringing your color to life. Details matter, and we do it best at Castillo's Hardware.
Are you leading the way in sustainable development? Protecting mangroves is more than a choice. It's a responsibility. The Mangrove Friendly Development Challenge is your platform to showcase designs that harmonize development with nature. Let your innovation shine and help preserve Belize's mangroves. Register by October 15th, 2024. Visit mangrovefriendlychallenge.org to
start your day with a view that's as breathtaking as the food at Rio Bar and Grill, right here in beautiful Boca del Rio Park. Whether you're craving avocado on toast, a savory omelet, or fresh fruit, their new breakfast menu has something for everyone. Sip on a delicious cocktail while soaking in the sun and let the good times roll from 7 a.m. till midnight. From early birds to night owls, Rio Bar and Grill is the perfect place to relax, meet friends, and make memories. Join us any time of day for great food, ice-cold drinks, a stunning view, and an authentic beach atmosphere. Rio Bar and Grill, overlooking Boca del Rio Park. Open daily from 7 a.m. till midnight. See you soon.
Back to school season can be overwhelming, but with Quartz Ready Cash, we've got you covered. Get the cash you need from as low as $200 up to $15,000 fast and easy. With flexible payment plans and quick approval, you can focus on what matters most. Make back to school stress-free with Quartz Ready Cash. Apply now and get ready for success. Quartz Ready Cash. Ready when you are.
Captain Shark's Marine Center is San Pedro's favorite marine hardware store that proudly supplies boat owners, fishermen, snorkelers, divers, and any other water sport enthusiast. With the largest inventory of fishing gear in Belize, we can help you enjoy the salt life and ocean outdoors with the perfect lure, rod and reel combo, and any other complimentary fishing tools such as bait knives, hook pliers, cast nets, and much more. If diving and snorkeling are your passions and hobby, then look no further for equipment. We carry a large assortment of masks, snorkels, fins, BCD vests, bodysuits, dive watches with reputable brands such as Cressy, Mattis, Tilos, and others. When you need to repair your fiberglass boat or Yamaha outboard motor, we offer the right materials and replacement parts to get the job done. Visit us at Lion Street opposite Maya Island Air or give us a call at 226-3370. And remember that for land and sea, Captain Sharks is the place to be.
San Pedro. Today is Thursday, the 26th of the month of September 2024. It is a beautiful, beautiful morning here in La Isla Bonita. Let us begin the program by taking a look at the general weather forecast provided to us by the Belize Meteorological Service. The general situation, a light to moderate airflow continues to support generally fair weather. The 24-hour forecast will be sunny skies today with a few cloudy spells, and the shower activity today will be isolated. Tonight, skies will be partly cloudy to cloudy, along with a few showers and isolated thunderstorms to develop over the south and along some coastal areas. Taking a look at the marine conditions, the winds will be from the west-southwest at 10 to 15 knots. That's why it feels kind of chilly this morning. Sea state will be light chop to choppy, and waves will be between 2 to 5 feet. The temperatures here in the coast, the highs will be 91 degrees Fahrenheit, that's 33 degrees Celsius, and the lows will be 83 degrees Fahrenheit, that's 28 degrees Celsius. For inland areas, the highs will be 95 degrees Fahrenheit, that's 35 degrees Celsius, and the lows will be 74 degrees Fahrenheit, that's 23 degrees Celsius. And up in the hills, the highs will be 81 degrees Fahrenheit, that's 27 degrees Celsius, and the lows will be 68 degrees Fahrenheit, that's 20 degrees Celsius. The outlook for Friday and Friday night is for cloudy spells along with a few showers, isolated thunderstorms increasing at night. Taking a look at the tides, low tide will occur this afternoon at 12:38, and another one will occur tonight at 11:13. A high tide is occurring as we speak right now. No, actually it's tonight, 7:01 p.m. That's tonight for the high tide, and tomorrow morning at 5:55 another one will occur. The sun will set this evening at 5:45, and it will rise tomorrow morning at 5:42. The moon will set this afternoon at 2:09 and will rise tomorrow morning at 1:27. This is the general weather forecast provided to us by forecaster Catherine Cumberbatch. They are at the Belize Meteorological Service. So we do expect good weather to prevail today. As a matter of fact, this morning, kind of nice weather to wake up to. But then it's going to get hot, 91 degrees Fahrenheit here on the island. Let's take a look at the 4-day forecast to see what will be happening for the remainder of the week going into the weekend. Let me see here. I'm having a little problem, Dan, in loading the 4-day forecast.
Oh, you are?
What's happening tomorrow, Friday?
Well, for Friday, a few showers or isolated thunderstorms that'll increase at night. The winds will be out of the east-southeast at 5 to 15 knots. Temperatures on the coast, 90 degrees Fahrenheit.
It's going to be hot.
Hot one. Yep, definitely. 84 degrees overnight. Then for inland, a little hotter, 94 degrees. And 74 degrees is the lows. Heading into the weekend for Saturday, isolated showers or isolated thunderstorms. A few more along the coast later at night. Again, the winds will be out of the east at 5 to 15 knots. Highs on the coast, 90 degrees Fahrenheit with lows of 83 degrees Fahrenheit. Then inland, a little hotter again, 95 degrees for your highs and 74 degrees overnight. On Sunday, a few more showers and isolated thunderstorms. They should decrease later on. East at 5 to 15 knots where the winds will be coming from. And on the coast, it'll be 90 degrees Fahrenheit, 83 degrees for the lows. Inland temperatures, 95 and 73 for your lows. Then on Monday, getting back to work, few showers and isolated thunderstorms. Winds out of the east at 5 to 15 knots. Highs on the coast of 83 degrees. And then inland, it'll be a little warmer, 94 degrees with 73 degrees overnight. So there you go.
So we should expect good weather today, and we should have some showers coming in tomorrow night. Then good weather on Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. Thank you much to the Belize Met Service for the general weather forecast and also for the 4-day forecast. Turning into the tropics, Dan, there are 3 areas of disturbance. We have a hurricane, we have a tropical storm, and we have another disturbance that is close to becoming a tropical depression. So there's a lot of activity there in the Atlantic. There's one in the Gulf of Mexico, and 2 of them in the open Atlantic. Let us begin with Hurricane Helen. As of 6 o'clock this morning, its location was 24.5 north, 85.9 west, and the movement is north-northeast at 12 miles per hour. And the minimum central pressure is 960 millibars with maximum sustained winds of 100 miles per hour. Yesterday, this was a struggling tropical storm. Today, it's a hurricane. I believe 100 is a Category 2 hurricane. And it still has some way to go before it makes landfall there in Florida. Let's take a look at the projected path to see where exactly it's heading to. And all indications are that it's heading towards the panhandle, the Florida panhandle, and will make landfall as a major hurricane. Look how big that storm is, Dan. The dark orange, that's the hurricane force winds and the real deal of what the hurricane is. And the light orange, all of that is tropical storm force winds. Portions of the Florida state, they are already feeling Hurricane Helen. I was watching the news yesterday, and it's forecasted that this could make landfall as a Category 4 hurricane.
Wow.
This is huge. It's a monster right there in the Gulf of Mexico, and that's the reason why Florida is evacuating right now. Those on the path of the storm are asked to please move to higher grounds. So they need to watch this one. Look at that, Dan. It will make landfall in the state of Florida, and it will reach the state of Georgia as a hurricane.
Right through. Yeah, it's going to
Yep.
affect the entire west coast of Florida, looks like, with those winds.
Yeah. So there are the hurricane watches and the tropical storm watches being posted. The blue is tropical storm, and the red is hurricane warnings right there in the state of Florida. Let's take a look at the tropical storm. Let's take a look at the tropical storm that is out there, and that is Tropical Storm Isaac. Its location is 37.1 north, 52.8 west, and it's moving east. It's heading away from land at 12 miles per hour, and the minimum central pressure is 997 millibars. Maximum sustained winds are at 50 miles per hour. So Isaac is moving towards the east. If we take a look at the projected path, you will see that it will continue on that easterly track, remaining in open waters and gaining hurricane status on Saturday. So this is heading to Europe, Dan. If you take a the projected path,
Pull it up there.
by next week Tuesday, look at that.
Wow.
That's heading that direction.
Heading back the other way.
And let's take a look at the other disturbance, the one in the open Atlantic. This one likewise has a high potential of becoming a tropical depression. Shower and thunderstorm activity associated with an area of low pressure located several hundred miles west of the Cabo Verde Islands has become more organized during the past several hours. Environmental conditions appear conducive for continued development of this system, and a tropical depression could form as soon as later today, while it moves generally westward to west-northwestward near 15 miles per hour today and tomorrow. The system is then forecast to slow down and turn northward late Friday and Saturday. Formation chance the next 2 days, it's high at 80%, and formation chance the next 7 days, it's high at 90%. So this one is moving fairly fast, 10 to 15 miles per hour, towards the west-northwest. Let's take a look at the 7-day forecast to see where exactly this is heading, and you will see that it will remain in open waters, which is very good news. Hopefully it will take that northerly track and miss the Antilles, and likewise any landmass. Other than that, look at the Caribbean Sea. It's clear. Thank you much to the National Hurricane Center for the update. Today is the 26th of the month. We want to congratulate all those who are celebrating birthdays today. May you have an enjoyable one. May you celebrate many, many more. For those of you waking up celebrating birthdays, we want to sing to you las mañanitas.
Estas son las mañanitas que cantaba el rey David. Hoy por ser tu cumpleaños te las cantamos aquí. Despierta, mi bien, despierta. Mira que ya amaneció. Ya los pajaritos cantan, la alba ya se metió. Cumpleaños feliz, cumpleaños feliz, te deseamos todos cumpleaños feliz.
Congratulations to all those who are celebrating birthdays today. May you have an enjoyable one, and may you celebrate many, many more. With that said, we'll go to a commercial break. We'll be right back. This is Good Morning San Pedro.
Hidden Treasure Restaurant and Lounge. Open-air restaurant serving Central American and Caribbean cuisine. Hidden Treasure serves dinner Wednesday to Monday from 5 p.m. to 9 p.m. Located in the Escalante neighborhood 1.5 miles south of San Pedro town. Hidden Treasure offer a romantic and elegant dining experience. Make early reservations and ask for free shuttle service. Some restrictions apply. Hidden Treasure Restaurant and Lounge, the perfect place to celebrate birthdays, anniversaries, weddings, rehearsal dinners, and much more. Come, experience fine dining in an enchanting atmosphere. Live music every Thursday by a renowned Belizean singer and keyboard player. Hidden Treasure Restaurant and Lounge. Telephone 226-4111 or 4236. Visit them at www.hiddentreasurebelize.com or on the socials. Hidden Treasure Restaurant and Lounge, San Pedro, Belize.
Welcome to Secret Beach Water Park Bar and Grill. Dive into endless fun on our one-of-a-kind floating water park. Splash, slide, and paddle your way through a day of excitement. Thirsty? Our beachside bar serves up refreshing drinks and creative cocktails that can hit the spot. Hungry? Our grill has something for everyone, from juicy burgers to fresh seafood. Our menu is packed with delicious options. Up for some friendly competition? Well, challenge your friends to a game of pool. Secret Beach Water Park Bar and Grill, where every moment is a memory waiting to happen. Fun for the whole family, all in one magical spot. Open every day from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. Visit us today and discover your new favorite escape.
At Castillo's Do It Best Hardware on Pescador Drive, we give you the best value for all your construction needs in San Pedro. From electrical to paint to plumbing to household appliances, we offer a wide array of modern and stylish designs for your home or office. Thinking of changing your look this year? Visit Castillo's Hardware. Our new computerized paint matching system is able to mix paint to match any color, offering you unequal convenience. Just choose any of our high-quality, do-it-best indoor or outdoor paints, and our trained paint specialists will scan the color and mix the paint on the spot, bringing your color to life. Details matter, and we do it best at Castillo's Hardware.
Back to school season can be overwhelming, but with Quartz Ready Cash, we've got you covered. Get the cash you need from as low as $200 up to $15,000 fast and easy. With flexible payment plans and quick approval, you can focus on what matters most. Make back to school stress-free with Quartz Ready Cash. Apply now and get ready for success. Quartz Ready Cash, ready when you are.
Pampered Paws, your pet experts. Calm, confident canines. We offer daycare and boarding services with playtime and multiple beach park walks designed to have your dogs socialize and fulfilled. Pickups and drop-offs available. Grooming. Complete grooming services include bath, trim, nail, and ear cleaning. Results that will take your breath away. We also do house calls. Beach Power Walks, a 2-mile structured park walk designed to mentally and physically stimulate your companion. Don't forget our hands-on professional dog training services to make your dog a better behaved pet. Check out our full line of pet supplies. Pampered Paws, your pet experts. Calm, confident canines.
Welcome to Captain Shark's Club Car Service Center, your authorized club car distributor for the country of Belize. Here, we offer the opportunity to own a brand new club car, golf car with club cars reputable factory warranty, or the option of owning a used or pre-owned club car, golf car that can be fully customized to suit your personal or business needs. We stock a variety of 2-passenger, 4-passenger, 6-passenger, and even 8-passenger golf cars that can be used for any light or heavy-duty commercial job. Used as a comfortable custom golf car, or even used as people movers for resort, hotels, or golf cart rental companies. Our parts department boasts a full inventory of genuine club car parts and accessories that have proven to be dependable, along with prices that are unmatched, keeping us the top favorite of both local customers and mechanics alike for over 20 years. Our vehicle service department does quality work, and we are happy to pick up cars for service within town limits, and will also provide you with a loaner vehicle if we are working on your warranted golf car. Speak with us to schedule a test drive, purchase replacement parts for your club car, or make an appointment to have your vehicle repaired by your local authorized club car distributor at 226-4812, or send us an email at clubcar@captainsharksbelize.com. We are also available through Messenger on Facebook and WhatsApp at 623-4042. For land and sea, Captain Sharks is the place to be.
In the studios of Reef Radio and Reef TV, it's 21 minutes after the 7 o'clock hour. We want to welcome you back once more. This is Good Morning San Pedro. It's already the 26th of the month of September 2024. We're coming down to the last few days of the month of September. I told you September goes pretty fast because of so many September activities commemorating our independence and St. George's Day. And in studios joining us this morning, our area representative for Belize Rural South and the Minister of Blue Economy. And let me put it short, Nemo.
Disasters management, of course.
Minister
of course.
President, good morning to you.
Buenos dias, Aiden. Good morning. It's good to be here this morning. And of course, you're talking about the September celebrations and what a celebration it has been.
Yes.
And then the time flies. It's ending of September already, a couple of days, and then we're ending of the third quarter of the year. We only have
That's
one more
correct.
quarter. We're into the holiday
is
celebrations, Christmas. I catch it. You I want to think about Christmas.
Christmas is only 90 days away from today.
Indeed. But of
90
course,
days.
we have the 19th before that, the 19th of November. I'm not going to forget that.
Mhm.
That's an important day as well.
Indigenous Peoples Resistance Day on the 12th. That's going to be a
That's
long
right.
weekend.
That's going to be a long weekend.
Yes.
Yes.
But Minister, let us begin by talking a little bit about the September celebrations. As Belizeans, we were out there celebrating, partaking in the many events that were organized. And in San Pedro, I have to give kudos to the organizers for putting up such a wonderful show for the September celebrations that included and started with the 9th, which was a street party, the 10th, the uniform parade, and in between we had the Central American celebrations, Service Day, and in honor of the Father of our nation on the 19th, and likewise the 20th and 21st. Belizeans were out in big numbers.
Yes. I think I want to go straight to the point of the 21st, which is the most important day of the year in terms of being the Independence Day for our country. Kudos to all the organizers, everybody, the town council, all those who participated with their floats. Everything was beautiful. The schools, including, I think we need to shout out Mary Hill School from Corozal.
Yes.
They were so beautiful. I was so
I was
touched by them.
asking, Lotion was
Yes.
helping me with the
Yes.
coverage,
Yes.
and Lotion say, hey, wait a minute, hold on. This school that from Corozal, sorry.
Yes.
That's the school I went to. That's my primary school, he told me.
Yes. So, but, well organized. It's better than the last year. It's obvious that the September 21st parade is getting better and better every year. This year was by far the best. And of course, last year was excellent. But I'll tell you what is the most important, made a difference. The feeling of the people out there parading, the festive mood, the celebratory mood.
Yes.
That says a lot for me, that the people are into it. That's the most important, because the people is what make out the parade.
Yes, a lot
I
of
felt- I saw it.
organizations
Yeah.
and businesses,
Yes.
they decided this year that they want to be part of the celebrations. Organizations like the Lions, I mean,
Yes.
kudos to them. They had a nice float.
Yes, and they have been doing that every year. That's traditional for them. They always put up a good float every
And
year.
the
so-
Mystic Mass
Boy,
Band,
that-
3 sets of different colorful costumes.
Yeah, I got to give it to Adoro. He outdid himself this year, for sure. He outdid himself, and of course, the Holchan had the big crowd, no? They're having the
They
bigger
had
crowd, no?
Miami.
right? But
Good.
my point is, was all beautiful, and the Central
Yes.
American night, we cannot forget that was very well attended, a big crowd, and that
People
says a lot.
actually look forward to that event.
Indeed, and it was a good show, and I was happy to be there,
Yes.
present and representing and addressing the Central American community. So, all in all, Aiden, the September celebration, we can look back, and has been a whirlwind of a month, exciting, and of course, safe from the storms. We've been spared so far, so we got to be thankful.
The
We
weather
gotta be
was
thankful.
just perfect for us.
Yes.
Minister, if I may ask, what were the highlights of your speech on the 20th and the night, Independence Eve?
Well, of course, the highlight of my speech was of welcoming everybody. The most important thing is that aiming at what in the last 4 years our government has accomplished. Lots of things that we were not expected to accomplish. No, we were condemned to just sit down and cry and say we can't do anything about it. But as how the Prime Minister said, roll out our sleeves. We didn't have time to cry that we're in problems. I think my highlight there was most important thing is the rolling of the NHI, which is extremely important. I want to mention that how important that is for free health care for everyone in this country. And of course, just a couple of months ago, we had the rolled out for San Pedro. And I want to share with you all the exciting news that on Friday, we go to Kikaker because we're rolling out the NHI there in Kikaker. So we're inaugurating there and starting off over there. So pretty much Belize Rural South will be covered with NHI. And there's 2 places that we already have been registered as the designated places for you to go and register for NHI. It's all good. Secondly is education. I highlighted the issue about education. While it's across the entire country, all the high schools, most of the public high schools, not the private ones, there was funds allocated for every student. I think it was $450 per student across the country. In the case of San Pedro High, I think there are 710 students. Each and every one of those students got allocated $950.
Good.
From the government, from the Ministry of Education. And this is what we lobbied for, and that is what we're getting. And that is huge. But that says a lot about our government, about the commitment to our people, that whatever we are doing out there, we're doing it for the people. Education is key. Health is key. These 2 components must be addressed for this country to move forward. As we develop and grow the economy, we have to have healthy people. We have to educate our people. And that's the commitment of the People's United Party, Plan Belize, and it's working. More to be done, of course, a lot more to be done. But so much has been accomplished, and that was basically what was my highlight for the speech on the 20th night. So it was very much celebratory, congratulating everyone on the good work well done with this government is doing.
The NHI, the rolling of the NHI in Key-Carker, Dan, I think we sent you the invitation, and I think we shared it on Reef TV and Reef Radio as well. This invitation is for
open.
Todos.
Open.
Okay.
Open for the community. We're
What
inviting
time,
the media.
where?
I think it's at 10 o'clock. No, 9:30. I think it is at Island Magic. They have a conference room at Island Magic.
Okay.
So both the village council, myself, and the community is invited. Of course, the media, the Voice of Key-Carker, that is the local media house there, will be present, and of course the officials coming in from NHI. Couple of brief remarks, but the most important thing is to have the 2 the 2 clinics or the pharmacies there to sign officially the contracts.
Oh, they're the ones who will be.
Yes,
Very
the pharmacies, and there's a clinic there that is already open. So they're the ones that qualified. So I'm very excited for the people of Key-Carker. All you need is a social security, and then you go and register. So that's going to be big. That's going to be big for Key-Carker, a huge one, right? And of course, there's much more to be done in Key-Carker. We have issues with the high school and the primary school, but that's a bigger project that we're looking on right now. So, yeah.
Very good. Minister, let's talk a little bit about the topic that on Monday we received a number of phone calls. People wanting to know exactly what's happening with the artisan market. The area assigned for it is North Shark Street, also called and known as the Boardwalk. How did this artisans or market come about? The idea behind it?
Well, in the campaign trails, even when I ran for the first elections back in 2018 as the mayoral candidate, every time we would go and campaign, we always saw that area where that present the market is right now. It never did look attractive. So I always look at the history of how these artisanal market vendors ended up there. Because remember, they were all scattered all over the place, and they were all sent out, basically just setting up something that looked like a stable. And never happy about it. That was back in 2018. And back in 2020, when I went back for the campaign trails, I realized how dilapidated the place was, right? How bad it was. And when that really happened, again, for the council, we realized that something must be done. It cannot continue that way. It really does not look conducive for business and attracting the tourists and people to go there. So we saw it as a responsibility to uplift them. That was basically the goal behind, to uplift them. We got to find a better place for them.
Okay.
If you go there right now at this place here, it leaves much to be desired for a place to be attractive to do business. Now I know that these people here, we've spoken to them in the campaign trails to tell them, we got to do better, find a better place for them. So it is in that kind of context that we said we must uplift them. And we got the BTV to pick up on it, and the Minister of Tourism picked up and realized indeed that they did a walk around there. BTV went there, do the walk, and realized this is unacceptable, and it's not attractive. So any tongue that is catering to the tourism product, we have to have something that is attractive, something that is going to bring in the tourists. Whenever you travel there, then the first thing is you go to a place where it is traditional, what you have there to offer, and you go where the rest of the people go. So that's the goal, to establish that. In the end, we try to do some kind of fixing up, but it's very hard. The people are there. We have tarps all over the place. The children are running around. That's okay. That's their livelihood. I'm not disrespecting them. I'm not calling them out. But simply as leaders, we're saying, let's improve the product. Let's assist them. We're not asking them, you got to pay or you got to move or something. We want to prepare something for them, so when the time comes, we can sit down again and offer them something better to upgrade. If they're making $20 a day, $30 a day, we're creating an atmosphere where that is going to be threefold. It is going to go up, right? However, offering this new product, this new presentation, comes with a contract. It comes because the upkeep is not going to cost a penny to build it. It's going to cost several $100,000, and BTV is expecting us to keep it going. We just don't build and abandon it, because that's one of the problems that we have sometimes, and we build something or we abandon it. So the maintenance is important. And of course, that was the incident there where we looked at the area there by the Sacachispas, that place there. Again, if you look at that place there, it needs to be improved as well. If you can show pictures of that place there right now, not an attractive place, So we're trying to enhance it. We're not trying to take it over, as certain people are saying that we're just doing this high-handedly. I think it's something that when you look at the end, the product that is going to come up there, it is going to be, a different. Look at it right now, how it is right now. It's all a bit needs improvement. It's a beautiful place there. Certainly do not want to take it over to displace the people that live there. It's not our intention, but rather to improve it. All right, we're not blocking anyone's views. And I have to say that I think the rendering that was placed on the wall there was a bit misleading. I think that was the first plan, and I think something happened there with the miscommunication of posting that page that shows 2 stories. It was never designed for 2 stories. It was designed like maybe for a viewing on the 2nd floor, not for businesses, right? But we're scrapping that. We're listening to the people. I did call for cutting some of the trees. I think we went back to the drawing board again, speaking to the people. We'll have a second rendering, and if the pine trees should not go down, then we have to work around it, right? Maybe 1 tree or so might have to go down, but we understand that. But the other point is this: we got to improve it. We have to improve it. If you take a walk to the back there, when the vendors come, the fruit vendors come, you take a walk after those fruit vendors, and it's really a lot of trash. It's just a setup there that people come in and set with their tents. So we want to cater for them as well. That we're not saying we don't want them to bring their produce. The produce that they bring is extremely important for this island. But we will ask them to cooperate as well, because the fruit vendors here on this island, they pay taxes, right? Fruits and vegetables, of course, is more expensive than ever before. But these people are paying rent. They're paying trade license. But these vendors come here in the end, and they just come in and sell. That's fine. They're providing a service. But there's something that they must contribute to this community, because it takes energies from the council to clean up the place after they leave. So we are trying to do it organized. If you look at that, that is what is right now presently there. What the council and our engineers are saying is that we got to improve this. We got to fix this. But where that, can you backtrack to that picture there, Dan? That area there is where we want to improve on that. And is actually fill it up and actually grow mangroves there. We want to grow mangroves, so we're not taking away to say cut the trees or something and just do a concrete jungle. We have to enhance it. And I think that is where maybe I accept that we have faltered in not sharing that information with the community, and I take the flag for that. But certainly it is all in good intentions. It is not there to displace anyone there. It is not designed to displace, but to improve and include everyone there. And it's going to be properly. It's going to be proper lighting, and the security is going to be there. Look, I mean, we have to do better than this. We have to take advantage of this place there that is so beautiful, but we have to make it enhance it. And I think the most important thing, this market that we want to establish here, it is really the most important thing I want to share to everyone. It is for the greater good of this community. I do understand and respect certain families that live there. They're not happy simply because they don't want anything in front of them. But if they look at what they have in front of them right now, I know that there's a group of people there that hang out there, that leave their trash. Those that group that are the alcoholics. They're there. That's where they harbor. They leave their trash. It's where they hang out. We got to do something about them as well. However, that is so much of a valuable place that we can enhance it to another level. That even when it's done, I believe that even the neighbors there living there will appreciate what we have done when we come across this hurdle of building this nice market, artisanal market if you want to call it. But at this point in time, it's a sunset market. It's like a boardwalk. It's for people to walk, not only for tourists, but for us locals as well. So it's an attractive place to walk. Take your children to take a walk over there. It's all when the sunset is not disappearing. We won't block anybody's view. You see, and this is only the first phase that we're doing. But we'll see how the first phase goes, and we take it on.
Well, one of the cries that we got during the course of the program from residents in the area and even the artisans, some of them called in, and they're saying that they were never consulted with regards to this project. That's one of the calls that we have been getting.
When we went campaigning. We went campaigning there. The councillors, when we went there to campaign more than one time, we told them we got to do better for them. So they knew along the way we're talking to find a place to do better for them. Because right where they are right now, it's not a nice place. You look at there, and then we can't fix it. You can't fix it. It's way beyond that place there. If you go there, there's nothing we can fix. The floors, it's raw floors. There is no concrete. There's nothing there. And when it rains, it gets muddy. If you go through the back of that area on the side of, what's the name of that street there where Rox is, that street, you see exactly what it is. It's just a shaky area there that we got to do better than that. And I shared it with them. We did speak with them that we have to work along with them. So it's not about consultation. We knew that we promised them we got to find a better place for them. So it's not about consultation, And obviously, when you discuss these things, you're going to meet polemics. You're going to reach out to this point there that somebody is not going to be happy. As a matter of fact, controversy is always something that will come up, but we have to deal with it. Yesterday, when I was talking, I'm going to come to the show, one of my advisors said, Minister, if you really were just sitting down here, you don't have any kind of controversy, then you're not doing your job. So obviously, something that we're doing that is creating controversy is something that we're planning to do. We're doing our job. We're moving forward. And I think that is the most important thing, is that we have to build. And if we should have done more consultation, fine. But we cannot be wasting time. Time is so limited.
So
right?
you mentioned that you're going back to the drawing board, and that billboard that is there, it's not going to be like what we're seeing right now.
No.
So it's not going to be 2 stories.
No.
How big will
the first part? I think it is going to have. I think it's going to be 260 feet. It will reach all the way to the corner where where there's an entrance where the Embarcaderos was left open for people to pull out their boats. That's where it will end, the first phase one. Okay, so that's the first project will be ending right there by what's the name of the street? Where the pump station is.
Station? This one here in front of the preschool, right?
Right, that's where it's the first one.
That's not the one. Then that's another street.
Not it. That's not it. Yeah, that's not it. No, we'll get to that eventually.
So it will start from where the
where the border management is to the front. Yeah, when you head to BTB and the border management, that's from there. It's where it's starting. And taking it all the way to that place.
How many vendors will you accommodate?
For the moment, it is catering for 10 places. 10? Yes. Each building is going to house 2. It will have a bathroom. It will have a female and male bathroom, properly designed, hooked up to the sewer system. We plan to have it properly managed in terms of having full-time people there. Depending on what BTB is actually funding everything. But of course, it will be entrusted in the hands of the town council, which is the rightful entity to do that. In fact, yesterday, the council and we had a meeting to look at it. We did discuss it with the people of BTB as well, and also Mr. Mr. Valentin Rosado, Val, who is the lead person there in terms of working with these people. I was there present, the administrator. We discussed along with the council what direction I want to go. A couple changes. We listened to the people, but making But the second floor was never really designed. It was the first rendering, and immediately we said no, but that miscommunication when that printout came out as 2 floors. But indeed, it was designed for the second floor to be like a viewing area. You know, like a viewing area if you want to go
Initially,
up.
though, right?
Initially, yes. Initially, it was designed to say, hey, you know, have a good sunset view for people. But that's been scrapped. But the first floor will continue.
Okay.
Yeah, that second floor there, that's gone. That's gone totally, right? That is not there anymore. So, but certainly, it is going to be good looking.
The
It's going to be-
concerns for the fishermen and those who have their docks there, it will continue as
It
is.
will continue. We were not there to displace. Look, I want to make it clear. We're not there to displace anyone. We're not here to displace. That's their tradition. And we respect tradition. We're not there to make changes. What we are here is we're to enhance it. All right? And eventually, the second phase is to build 2 concrete docks. 2 concrete docks. And we discussed that yesterday. Is the second part is to build 2 concrete docks there. Whether it's going to be slip docks or so, it can be discussed. But that's the second phase. It's designed also for the fishermen them to go and clean their fish. All right, so it becomes like a fish market to go there and buy your fish. You can walk wide enough and have the fisher folks do their cleaning of the fishes there. Fish, but it becomes 2 docks that belong to the council, right? But it's available for everyone. Anyone who can dock there to produce their fish and clean out their fish, it's good to be there. So it's a plan that is inclusive. It is not displacing anyone. It is including everyone and considering that everybody's there. It's a win-win for all.
Minister, once you move once the vendors move, let me rephrase that. Once the vendors move to their new location, are there plans
Absolutely.
with the
Absolutely.
because I just want to ask the question because yesterday somebody called and said something, you know, the property don't sell. I don't think
That's
that
not true.
is the
That's not
case.
true. No.
So I want to give you the opportunity to clarify that
All
there
right.
are plans for that specific
Absolutely.
area after they move, no?
All right. Well, I want to clarify, yes, the property has been sold. It has been sold to the town council. That land was Crown lands. And yes, it's a fact, it was sold to the council, you know, for how much? $1.
$1.
$1. All right, just like the park, right? This piece right here in the park, they have the title to it. It was sold for $1. Why do we say that? It's because the council and I, the mayor and I, we are engaging in getting back all those lands that are out there that rightfully belongs to the council. And the same thing we're doing in Key-Cocker. Recently, a big piece of beachfront that everybody's trying to grab, we secured it already for $1, and the title is coming out for the Key-Cocker Village Council. The same thing with the Sacachispas. Remember that there was beach reclamation and everything. I mean, sorry, the water was reclaimed, and a major piece stayed out there. That is also being included for the council. Now, you're talking about what are we going to do with this piece of property here. First of all, it will not be sold. It will be put to use. The potential that Ambergis Key has, all events are coming. There's no other place to do events but here on Ambergis Key. That's a fact. So, working together, myself as the rep and the town council, the mayor, we're fully aware that we have to embrace whatever comes our way to invest. BTB is acutely aware about it as well, right? BTB is acutely aware about it. So we have to build a center, and the goal is for the Sacachispas to develop something that is permanent. But in building that permanent place, we need to have a place where it's parking.
Yeah.
If we're going to have sports, if we're going to have concerts, if we're going to have conferences, we have to have a place there. So the plan is, as the mayor mentioned, it's a good plan, is to turn that place into a parking area, both not only with events, right? Not only with events, but also with second floor. The second floor also can be built for offices. So we are going to make useful use of that property there in terms of parking. And even during the week, Aiden, we are going to be cutting parking all around that areas and ask everybody, you want to go in town, you park there. There's a charge to go in a parking area, and you park there. So it is really accommodating the issue with the traffic, which is also a bigger plan as well that the council and I were discussing, because the water taxi at the park will be moving soon. They are aiming, I think, for the ending of December to move across to their new location down south. So all of these things will be easing the traffic congestion here in town. So it's all a bigger part of a big plan, Aiden. It's not just aiming for that, but there's different steps that are coming in that each and every one are connected.
Very good. We take phone calls.
Absolutely. Sure.
Will, I know him, has been
Yes.
calling and
Yes,
he sent
sure,
a message.
sure.
Will, a pleasant good morning to you.
Hey, good morning. Good morning, everyone. Good morning, San Pedro. Good morning, Dad. Good morning, Aiden. Good morning, Mr. Era Rep, Andre.
Morning.
I really appreciate you taking the time. I know I've been blowing up your phone trying to get, to the bottom of what's going on here and just trying to figure out what's the best path moving forward. And I truly appreciate you taking the time to come out on the radio and come and answer the tough questions for the local families and the local community. I truly appreciate that. So I definitely want to touch base real quick on I definitely want to touch base on a couple of things. So, we are here representing Mr. Bill because he's the one who, that's his property there. That's his area. That's his livelihood. He was a fisherman, as most of you all know, and so he has worked hard.
Agreed.
He's here now seeking the medical attention that he needs. Unfortunately, we wish he could have been in Belize and us being in Belize and being there on the stomping grounds to make sure that we demand answers, So this is the best that we can do, us calling in and just trying to get to the bottom of this. So I do have a couple questions for you, Andre. So last night, I saw that there was an update posted on the San Pedro Town Council, and it reads, our council met with the lead team. We keep hearing about a lead team. Who are these people who are part of this lead team? We would love for them to come out too and answer some questions, not just you. I know you're busy, you have stuff to do, and I see that they're making amendments to the current plan, but in the end, if you think about it, as we've stated since Monday, I went to Belize about 2.5-3 weeks ago, and that's when I saw this billboard up there, and I was not happy about that. Because I asked a couple of the people who were out there, some of the neighbors, like, where did this come from? They tell me that it's already set in stone and it's going to be built. I know you previously just mentioned that you've talked to the artisan or you had some communication with them. I also know that someone from that delegate came on the Reef yesterday and was speaking and said they've been trying to speak to Wally, I can't recall if they mentioned that they've been trying to speak to you per se, but we need answers. We need clarification on some things. We truly don't want anything to be built there, in all honesty. I'm going to be honest with you, because if that is gone and destroyed, you cannot get that beauty back. People are right in saying that, yes, the place is not well kept, but also it's the responsibility of the local community and also the responsibility of the town board to continue cleaning and making sure the laws are enhanced to a certain degree, right? That is both people's responsibility. But we need to come with a best way forward, because from my vision, and I know the artisans don't want to move, and I, like I said, I can't speak on their behalf. I can only speak for us, for Mr. Bill, because that's who me and Unira is representing, and for the people who live there, as far as what we would like to see. You mentioned that where the Sacachipas is and where all those boats are parked, why not start building from there initially? You extend that out. You say this is for tourism. I mean, when you think about it, that's where the boats they dock. Wouldn't you want, when the people come in, that is the first thing that they see right there? And then the vendors, they can sell their stuff to all those tourists. That would be like the first spot that they come in. If you think about it from that perspective, but you're saying that, not you, but the project is saying that they are going to come and take that whole area and revamp it. But it doesn't make sense the way that it is being done, honestly. And so that is our room for concern, because once again, we're Mr. Bill's voice and the rest of the community's voice right there, and we just want more consultation. We want more people to be at these meetings, because I keep hearing about the team, I keep hearing about the decisions that are made, but from my understanding, once again, no one is saying that they have been communicated with. we want to know to which people, because there hasn't been a definitive answer or to say, well, I spoke to this person specifically. So I know that's a lot for you to take in right now, so I want to hear your feedback around that.
Sure. Thanks, Will. Again, greetings to you, and I want you to please give my respects to Mr. Bill. I have the utmost respect for Mr. Bill. Actually, he was one of my supporters. He's my supporter, and I respect that. And I hear your sentiments there, Will, and of course to your wife, Yanira. Look, I think that what we need to look at right now is working in everyone. It's not only just including the people that live on the streets and everything as such. There's one thing that I need to clarify with you in terms of consultation. A couple of months ago, I did get a visit from one of the families that live there. They came to speak with me, and I did explain to them what our plans were. And sadly, they are the ones who really said immediately that they are not really interested in hearing anything, that they are saying flat no, that they will not accept it. They just didn't want to listen. They didn't want to say anything as such as what can we do to work together. They just said flat no, there is nothing to be done there, and we will not, we are going to stand up and make noise about it. And I could not explain to them what is it that we're doing. So the family came to speak with me. But in trying to explain to them what we're doing, they just didn't want to hear it. So just to let you know that I've been in talks, I've gotten messages about it. In terms of consultation, it's always hard to do the full work. It might seem like a huge project, but there's so much more other things to do. Well, there's a lot of things coming up for this community that we have to be watchful of and making sure it does the right way. And I honestly didn't expect this to reach to the point where it is really becoming so controversial. I saw it as a point that is going to enhance, and I am still convinced that it's going to enhance the entire area there in terms of making it well done, properly built. It's not going to be a makeshift place there. It is going to be hurricane-proof. That's one of the things there. Of course, recently these days you saw the king tides. That has also been taken into consideration as well. It's a safe haven for everyone there, and it's a win-win for everyone. But I'll tell you this as well, Will. I know there's concerns also that you run the risk of when we set up this place here, that it becomes a rundown place and it becomes conducive to not really being a good area. That falls the responsibility on us as the council to make sure that this place is well kept, that this place becomes attractive, that it is safe. And in the end, I think that it's going to be a win-win, not only for the community and the tourism, but the families that live around there as well are realizing that we're not blocking their view. They're going to be seeing a good view, and of course the sunset will still be there. So I'm convinced on that one. We went to the drawing board. We are doing it. We are doing the redesigns, and also we are looking further as to how else we can include everyone else in here as it relates to the roads on the other side, which I think Dan shared a quick sketch on it.
Yes, I think that's the road that links North Shark Street to where the Sacachispas is located. Right behind it, that will connect to Tarpon Street.
Right. So if I may describe this one here, Aiden, for everyone here, the white sketch there, that is the Sacachispas. Where you see the docks there, and on the far right of your screen, that is the border management building. The two yellow portions there is where I think it used to be Thunderbolt. Our goal is to open up that road over there, and it reaches right at Tarpon Street there. But this is the first part. The mayor and I, we've done a sightseeing there along with the people from the filling of the roads. We are going even further. We are going even further to reach on the other side by the Elliott subdivision, if you want to call it, right? That goes there by where the pump station is. That street, what's the name of that street there? By Bacatong then, the Bacatong area, where Agua Dulce is. So we want to extend that and widen up that road there for the big trucks to come in. And the goal is to get those trucks off from the main street there that starts by Angel Coral just before where Anglers is. So we want to avoid all of that, to have those trucks go to the back and go through the back road of Sacachispas to come out on that back road there. So it's going to eliminate a lot. We already have done designs, and I think they submitted to us and the mayor and I what's the amount of loads of white malaby going there. Back again to what we're doing. It will also be enhanced with the mangrove areas as well, not just filling up and building a big seawall on a road. That also calls for the people at the council. Valentin also has made the plans also to the grow mangroves. The most important is to grow mangroves over there. So we're not really cutting off mangroves. We really want to enhance it. Now, just to let you know, when the design come, and that's another one coming up, we realize that from the road coming onto Tarpon Street, there's going to be another wide open area. That is another option that we can look at to provide for our people there, for our vendors as well. That's another option. That place is going to be properly lit up, right? Even if it has place where they have food to be sold, it's another sunset view that we're creating there. So again, we're aiming for the bigger picture. We're not just focusing on what we're going to do right here in front of the Embarcadero. But all of these things are coming up. But we're doing it for two things: to alleviate the traffic and plus to create more atmosphere for more business for people to the back. We have to take advantage of the sunset views right there.
Very good. It's 3 minutes away from the 8 o'clock hour, Minister. What we're going to do, we're going to take a short commercial break, and when we come back, we'll open the telephone lines and get a few more phone calls before you leave this segment. Short commercial break. We'll be right back. This is Good Morning San Pedro.
When it comes to your finances, peace of mind is invaluable. We need to be confident that our finances are safe and secure. Atlantic Bank's EMV cards, also known as chip and contactless cards, are designed to provide you the peace of mind you need. These cards have an embedded chip that generates a unique security code each time you perform a transaction, making it virtually impossible to counterfeit or copy your card. How to use your card. Using the chip and contactless card is easy, convenient, and secure. Instead of swiping your card, the chip and contactless card can be used in two ways. For chip transactions, insert your card into the POS terminal face up, chip first. Follow the prompts displayed on the POS terminal screen, remove your card from the POS terminal, and sign the receipt. Contactless transactions. Look for the contactless symbol at checkout. Tap your card on the POS terminal. Wait for the beep to confirm your payment and go. It's that convenient while still providing you with the safety and security you need. Atlantic Bank chip and contactless cards. One card, two ways to pay. Atlantic Bank, building the future together.
The hurricane season is here. Are you prepared? Get the essentials you need to stay safe this hurricane season, such as plywood, tarp and rope, first aid kit, rubber boots, raincoats and rain ponchos, generator, portable radio and batteries, flashlight and kerosene lanterns. Weather the storm with these products and more from Benny's. Quality and savings.
Are you leading the way in sustainable development? Protecting mangroves is more than a choice. It's a responsibility. The Mangrove Friendly Development Challenge is your platform to showcase designs that harmonize development with nature. Let your innovation shine and help preserve Belize's mangroves. Register by October 15th, 2024. Visit mangrovefriendlychallenge.org to learn more.
Captain Shark's Marine Center is San Pedro's favorite marine hardware store that proudly supplies boat owners, fishermen, snorkelers, divers, and any other water sport enthusiasts. With the largest inventory of fishing gear in Belize, we can help you enjoy the salt life and ocean outdoors with the perfect lure, rod and reel combo, and any other complimentary fishing tools such as bait knives, hook pliers, cast nets, and much more. If diving and snorkeling are your passions and hobby, then look no further for equipment. We carry a large assortment of masks, snorkels, fins, BCD vests, bodysuits, dive watches with reputable brands such as Cressy, Mattis, Tilos, and others. When you need to repair your fiberglass boat or Yamaha outboard motor, we offer the right materials and replacement parts to get the job done. Visit us at Lion Street opposite Maya Island Air or give us a call at 226-3370. And remember that for land and sea, Captain Sharks is the place to be. Welcome to Spice Pharmacy and Cosmetics, your pharmacy with a little bit of everything. From proteins and natural multivitamins by Alpha Products to keep you on track for that perfect fitness goal. Cosmetics, we got it too. From Revlon, L'Oreal, and Maybelline to give you that perfect, beautiful skin. Check out our Forensic products for all hair types to give you that beautiful bouncing hair that you've always wanted. Take care of your skin with our Fruit of the Earth products and also our brand new baby aisle for all babies that you guys will love. We got you while you enjoy your Belizean vacation. Spice Pharmacy and Cosmetics, located on Pescador Drive, San Pedro, Ambergris Key. Telephone 206-2227. Open Monday to Saturday from 8 a.m. to 9 p.m. Sunday and most holidays from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. Visit us at Spice Farm.
The CB100 is efficient, durable, and has enhanced smart power. Being a Honda, of course, it's reliable and fuel efficient. Get around town with no worries because you get up to 100 miles to the gallon. And it's priced at an unbeatable $2,700. Honda CB100, available at Banquet. Equipment, parts, service.
In the studios of Reef Radio and Reef TV, it's 3 minutes after the 8 o'clock hour. We want to welcome you back once more. This is Good Morning San Pedro. Good morning, Will.
Hey, good morning. Sorry, I don't know what happened because I did have a second part to what I was talking about, and the phone just, I don't know, accidentally hung up on me. Sorry about that. Thank you for answering those questions. So just to continue the discussion around this, so I know you just had the opportunity to respond to some of the stuff that I did ask Air Rep Perez. So my question is this: I know you mentioned that you did speak to a family that was there, right? I'm not sure who that family is, but I do know that there's multiple families that live on that street. So, you know, I think it would have been a different outcome or a different view, you know, because you have me and yours information, and like I said, this impacts Mr. Bill's property as well, you know, and like I said, the many other families. So I think, you know, the courtesy of you have just reaching out to us and letting us know, hey, you know what, this is a proposed plan that we have. I know you guys live here, this is Mr. Bill's property, he lives here, and this is, I want your input or your intake on it. I think that alone would have been something that, you know, we could have at that point, because, you know, from my understanding, this was from April, you know, so I think at least that courtesy should have been extended.
Well, I know what you mean, what you're taking. Let me tell you, I can recall vividly before Mr. Bill went to the States and everything, the campaign trails, I did have the opportunity to meet him at his home. He received me graciously. I never forget that. And one of his complaints was that the place to the front was real nasty. He did complain to me about the people that harbor there, that drink and leave their bottles, everything, and they leave their excrements and everything. He did mention that to me. I took that into consideration. I said maybe making some changes there. So if I did not do any further consultations, then perhaps I should have. But I knew that I'm taking into consideration any changes I can will be for the betterment of that area there. I was in the thinking that maybe that is what the neighborhood is going to accept, because as it is right now, Will, if you walk there, it's never a nice place there. It's such a good view with all the different things. You saw the pictures there. That's a thing of every day. So my whole point or goal was to really enhance that area, to make it for the betterment, not only to displace. It was never meant to displace the people who live there, but rather to enhance it. We're not blocking their view, and certainly that area is going to be a more cleaner area, more well-lit area. In the end, it's going to be a win-win for all. That's the way I'm seeing it, Will. So, but yeah, I recall speaking to Don Bill, and that was his concerns that he raised to me. And I thank him for him receiving me at his home, no? And it was a privilege to have seen him and spoken with him.
Yeah, and so yeah. Well, I'm glad that you had that brief opportunity to talk to him. And so another concern of ours is this, So when I recently went back, we couldn't even park our boat. We have a boat. I had to put the boat inside the yard. I couldn't even park the boat in the front because these guys by the Alditos just took over that entire area.
I saw that.
They're setting what is it, lobster traps?
Yeah.
And I'm like, you guys, I have a boat that I need to, and we respect everything that's happening, but the area, and my thing is, how can they just come and just take over?
Well, that specific one you're talking about, that has to be removed. Will be removed when you start building. That specific one will be removed.
And it's not just the building, but I'm talking directly in front of where Mr. Bill is. Like, that's where he used to park his boat, and that's where we wanted to park our boat. And we can't get an answer, and they're telling us that they're not going to move. How is that fair? Like, I mean, that was Mr. Bill's livelihood.
Who's not going to move?
Yeah, what about the boat ethics? I mean, that's something that goes a long way. And so, like I said, I'm just a voice here, just talking on his behalf and Yanira's behalf, because that is their home.
Yeah, I hear you, Will. And I hear you, and I respect that. I think my point I'm trying to say is that all those docks there that are there, we're not going to interrupt them. I know that one, it was brought to my attention that one was just built recently, and actually it's built on top of where the plans are going. That one is going to be removed. We do not intend to move any docks there. They've been there for quite some time. We do not intend to touch those. And if Mr. Bill has a dock there, it certainly will not be touched either. So it's safe,
the dock's right there in front. That has always been,
Yeah. So that's not going to be touched, Will, I assure you.
Okay.
All right. Thank you. Thank you.
And then all right. Thank you. All right. Bye.
All right. That was Do we have a timeline, Minister, as to when you want to start BTB will start the
should have
project?
started from the first week of September. That was the goal.
Okay.
So as soon as we have this render, we need to move on with it because time is of the essence. We're getting ready for the tourist season for next year, so we got to get going. It shouldn't take long. That's what I'm told. It's going to be swiftly to be done. So the more we spend time, the back and front and everything, time is going. So I am. It's on. Listen, this project has to continue. We have secured the funding, and you know how many communities would die to have this kind of funding coming into them right now? You know how many people will be wanting that.
Good morning, Tyler.
Good morning, Tyler.
Good morning, Aiden.
Morning.
Good morning to everybody. I just want to clarify one thing, and if Mr. Perez wants me to stand in front of him and tell him, my son and I went there when we heard rumors that this is going to happen. That was like 3 months ago. And we sat with him and we talked with him, and he said, no, nothing is going to happen right now. Nothing. We are going to, whenever we do something, we are going to consult. Where is our consultation? We want to know what's going to happen. And what we are fighting is not the beautification, because we clearly told him what things he could do to do here for the tourism. No, I said beautification. What I said, buildings is the problem. Buildings. Why bring buildings on our Barcadero? Buildings. Why buildings? I told him, put some sand, put some trees, some chairs, and we told him, we even gave him the idea to put it on the other side going to the terminal where that would affect nobody. And he said, yes, I know. I have seen it. Yes, I know. I have traveled so many places. I know. And that's a lie that he's saying that we did not want to listen to him. We sat there and we listened to him, and he listened to us, and he told us we are going to consult. Now, where is the consultation? So don't come and tell lies. I'm sorry to say this, don't come and tell lies, because what I'm saying is the truth. I don't want buildings. Buildings is the problem, not beautification. I for sure, if you come in front of my yard, you can see I've been keeping it clean. The town board doesn't come and chop it in front of my house. I have to chop it. I have to pay for so that grass doesn't look bad. And what did they do? They took out my garbage bin and put it in the middle of the street, and they took pictures. It's not true. It's not true. Buildings is the problem. Everything for them is buildings and buildings and buildings and buildings. They took the view of Boca del Rio, they put buildings. At the park, buildings. Here, buildings. He says they cannot do anything there by the artisans. They can. Just like you make a little house there, a small little building, and okay, this is the first one for you. Then they build it somewhere else and bring it and secure it. That's another one for you. And I told him, you can beautify that place, put little houses in the middle. My son even told him to put a fountain. And we told him. And he said, yes, we will consult when it's ready. He even mentioned that they were going to dismantle the buildings that they were going to put here for the artisans. And so it will be pretty at night. It will be lighted. Oh, that's good. Lighted. Oh, yes, it's good. It's pretty. I am a person, I have been fighting with everybody because I don't want no vendors. I have always told the town council, find a place for these people who sell vegetables. They come and sell. Everybody has a living, has to have a living. I am 100% with that, but put them on a place. Those look, like you say, it looks bad and those. But who is responsible for keeping that clean? That's Queen's land. That's our land. That's why we have a town council to clean it up. It makes me very sad to you to put yourself and say, ay, está bonito esto, lo que queremos. Ellos no quisieron escuchar. Yo estoy esperándolo para escucharlo, para que me digan qué está pasando. Yo no sé, solo vi un sign allá y ese día me querían cortar las matas que tantos años se agarraron una mata. Cuando la primera vez que vinieron me cortaron el mango y ahora quieren sembrar mangos cuando están cortando mangos todo en todos lados. No, man, eso es common sense. Buildings, we don't want buildings. Not even the tourism want buildings here. Because I have a lot of customers and I have a lot of friends and they tell me, we don't want buildings, we don't want those big, huge buildings. But from buildings, they make money, and from that money, they can win their election. So, but it is wrong in saying that we did not want. It is Rosario and Severito that went to him and talked to him, and we listened, and we told him ideas. And he said everything. He said, I know. He knows everything. Okay, well, sit down with us, with all the neighbors, and talk to us and tell us what's going to happen. Okay, you're going to put me this building in front of my house after 43 years? Come on, man. That's not beautification. That's common sense. Put a little lobster, a big truck there so tourists can pass, take pictures. You know what's happening? What's the story of this Barcadero? No, you don't know. Because you just came to San Pedro and you want to destroy it. You are destroying it because look at those big trucks passing by. What? They're filling out the lagoons. That will cause us, the reef will destroy our reef. Right now, everybody says, no, stop talking nonsense. Severito y Charo solo hablan tonteras. But I am thinking about my great-grandchildren. My grandchildren have seen the beauty of San Pedro. They can dive, they go lobster fishing and everything. But what about my great-grandchildren? That's our heritage, man. Conserve it. Keep it clean. I have always said, keep it clean. And who is to keep it clean? The town council. Miss Andrea Perez, you saw the artisans and you said, they viven en una puerquesa. Y no me puede decir que no, porque eso es lo que me dijo. Viven en una puerquesa, pues compúnlo. Desde que fuiste a hacer consult con ellos durante, eso no es consultation, durante haciendo campaña. No, man. ven, siéntate con nosotros, invita a todos, siéntate, dime, ok, tú te voy a partir, te vas lejos. Aquí yo voy a poner mi casa porque yo soy el gobierno y yo, como me dijo uno de sus trabajadores, acá vamos a cortar la mata. Y le digo, ¿por qué vas a cortar la mata tanto tiempo que ya agarró para cortar la mata? So long. Oh, because it's government's land. It's not Andre Perez land. It's not Mahler's land. It's our San Pedrano's land. And you should consult with San Pedranos because we have, I don't remember the name of the organization from the states that give funding, IDB. They did this project and they did consult, and they said, okay, you have to consult with the stakeholders on this street whenever you want to do something else. This can cause that these people don't give nothing more to Belize. You are not consulting, and what pisses me off is that you are saying lies. I can say, yo soy revoltosa, tal vez van a decir, pero yo voy a pelear. Yo dije desde que empezó esto, voy a pelear porque no quiero buildings. Buildings no quiero. Y yo voy a pelear y dije, si gano, no gano, pero lo voy a pelear, no me voy a quedar sentada como todos nosotros, San Pedro, Belice. Levántense, porque esto es dictatorship yendo a comunismo, porque esto se hizo done deal, se va a hacer porque se va a hacer.
All right, Teacher Charo, let's give the minister an opportunity to respond to Teacher Charo, right? Go ahead, Minister.
No, I think, I listen and I have deep respect for Teacher Charo. I am not here to engage in terms of she's a teacher and she has done her part to the community. I have respect for her, I can understand her frustrations. But basically what she has said is a reflection of our discussions that they said plain and straight they don't want any buildings. And recall that her son said that they will make sure that no building goes up there and everything. So immediately I saw that there's nothing more to discuss, that they don't want anything in front of their place there. And then they made it clear. And basically she's just restating there that they don't want any buildings. That's an issue. They don't want any buildings and want to keep that. Now, that is one issue here, but as an elected representative here and the council, we all have a responsibility to do things for the greater good of this community. You have to realize something here, Aiden. This community has grown. And, it hurts me. It doesn't offend me, but it does hurt me when they speak about heritage and San Pedranos. And, I've been here for the past, 27 years. I have nowhere else to go. I don't have any other lands that I have in Orange Rock, as someone said I should go and do it in Orange Rock. The only thing I have in Orange Rock is my mother, right? And even that property where she lives on, it's not mine either. I have nowhere else. I've integrated myself here. And it hurts when they say that you don't understand this. And I do understand everything here, every day here. And I think that it's hurting when they call you about San Pedranos and everything. What do we have to do to become a San Pedrano? In the end, I think we're looking at, and there's several people here. We're talking about almost 9,000 voting people registered here. These people, we're all Belizeans, all right? There's nothing here that says, you have to be a San Pedrano or something. That sometimes hurts. And I think that we all want to be San Pedranos. We all want to be included as San Pedranos. It is a proud thing to say San Pedranos. But I have never been given the answers, what do I have to do to become a San Pedrano? Apart from winning elections, it still not makes me a San Pedrano. Does that not make me worthy to serve this community and Kikaka by extension? So when you go along and speak about those cards there about you're not from here, you don't know the heritage and everything there, that hurts. It does. And that is why at this point in time, if I am coming across to say that I'm here moving high-handedly to do something here and calling me a dictator and comunista, that's a word that I'm sure lots of people don't know the definition of comunismo. It's just something that's been painted so many years ago that communism is such a bad thing, we need to be knowing better than that. So I want to end that with that one there. And obviously, there are families there who are against it because it's right in front of their yard. But for the greater good, we have a mandate to make things better. In the area there that she mentioned about that, yes, indeed, in the area there, it is important That area there is not conducive. It's not healthy. If you take a walker, invite you to walker, we got to do better for these people here. They're not San Pedranos. Somebody said that they're Guatemalans, that they're that. That's not the issue. They are members of this community who provide a service. So we have to cater to them as well. That's my job. I got elected by far. I got a high mandate. I almost won 2-1. So I have to serve this town as much as possible. The more votes you get, the bigger the responsibility.
Yeah.
And I understand that. So I understand what Teacher Charo is saying, but I also must take in consideration the people. I was elected to uplift this community. It's not only about buildings. We have to build. Yes, we have to build, but we have to plan. And that also, I want to close out by this. This is the fixing up that we have to do for the past 13 years that nothing was done. Nothing was done at all. That same place there where it is right now at Zacatecas was built by them, and it fell in shambles right with them. It was never done. We inherited that. The council, this present council inherited that. We have to go fix that. That is what we're doing, fixing things that was never taken care of. So before we're talking about this and that and calling it dictator, what we're doing is fixing this place. We've come a long way to fix these things, right? I won't even talk about the paving of the roads. There's up north. Right now, here's a problem, Aiden, and I don't want to digress.
Mm-hmm.
We're creating jobs here for these people. We're trying to uplift them. Right now, there's a big problem right now. While some of us might be focused individually on my issue in front of my house and nothing else but my house, not come around close to me, not touch my front area. That can't work in this community. We're all in this together. This town is not a huge open island. It's limited. Right now, we have a shortage of employees in the tourism sector.
True.
We're losing it. 16,000 people are working in the BPOs. Right now, a new company just opened is going to hire 1,500 people right now. Vacancies, BPOs again, in Belize City. That is going to affect us directly here in San Pedro. So what you have already is you have one major resort on one side taking away the bartender from the other major resort. That same major resort, they are taking away the chef from that one there. We're eating out one another. But you know what is the problem? It's because the people who come here don't have anywhere to live. Housing is a major problem. Land was given to them by the previous administration, but no streets, no lights, no water. Yesterday, I'll give you an example. Yesterday, it hurts my heart because I've been trying to formalize people with their paperwork. So I have my paper, I paid this last year, 5 years ago, I want to get my purchase price. That's what we've been doing to people. And then you know what happened? Yesterday, and this is the second time, it hurts my heart. This person comes in with an authorization letter. I'll make everybody know. The person comes in with an authorization letter to pick up the title for somebody who got the title. I won't call the names. I looked at the history, and the history says, right? The history says that that person applied for that land for more than 6 years. My office, we pushed, and we got the title. Only to have a person come in and ask, are you related to this person? No, no, no. And give me the legitimate paper to pick up that title. And I gave him, I said, sure, just sign it. And I said, where is this lady right now? And I'm trying to look for her. No, she's not here. She's out of town. Told me a story that his husband worked with a barge or something, but I felt something was not right. And I said, tell me the honest truth. So you bought this property? I said, yes, I bought already this property. Now tell me that this property, whom I fought for forgive this person, already sold it to somebody. Something is wrong. Why? Because we inherited a system where a piece of block was divided and these people cannot access their lands. I get calls every day from different people who have built their homes there, and we can't get roads to them because it's a lot. But we're doing our work. These are the people who are here suffering right now. And we have to cater, and I commit myself and the council to work for these people. We are all Belizeans. We have to contribute to the tourism product, but we have to provide housing for them. Aiden, over this today I'm telling you that we are embarking on developing the roads up north. So it's not about destroying mangroves. We have to improve ourselves. We have to improve the lives of our people. People are paying. I have my worker right now who's a driver, works hard. He's paying $150 a week to stay in one room. That's $600 a month This guy can build a home, pay $500 a month, and have a home. But we have to empower them. So while it is the issue of the San Pedranos and we're talking about the tongue, we have to include everyone here that comes to make the lives right here. We must work harmoniously. We respect the history of the San Pedranos. We respect the history of San Pedro and Borghese, thanks to the people like Maestro Angel, thanks to the people like all the families, the Arceos, the Gomez, everybody. You all are part of this, and we respect it. We're not ignoring it. We love the tradition of the Carnival. We have to embrace it. There's nowhere else in the country. We embrace it. We're not shooting it down. So I think when you go along that road there, it touches a very sensitive nerve, not only on me, but many other voters there who are listening carefully. That is unfair to call this issue right here. I am here. I was elected by the people. I was elected by San Pedranos, if you want to call that way there. I was elected by the populace here. I got over 4,500 votes at the clearest mandate I can ever get. And I take it to heart. I take it seriously. I am not a liar. I've fallen on my knees, I've gotten up, and I move forward. But my commitment for my people, in terms of corruption, you will not find that in Andre. I will start well to serve the people. And I listen to every person that comes to my office. My office can tell you, my staff can tell you how much I receive our people right there, everywhere. And that's important, Aiden. I think that's the point that we're trying to make right now. It is unfair. Yeah. It is unfair, but for now, it is really, the point is that we have projects to do, and we cannot be kept back.
Okay. Good morning, caller.
Good morning, Aiden.
Morning. Yes, go ahead.
Right now, I'm on TV. Ministro Andre, yo fui con mi mamá y lo escuchamos usted. Y usted nos prometió una consulta de lo que se va a hacer acá atrás. Usted mismo fue el que prometió una consulta que estábamos esperando y no ha sucedido. Y no solo lo peleamos para nosotros, sí está enfrente de su patio mi mamá. Pero si usted ve todos los comments, no solo mi mamá está en desacuerdo de ello, o los que tenemos terreno acá, una gran cantidad de la comunidad está en contra de construir, con cemento acá atrás. Y han dado muchas buenas ideas, como le dijimos nosotros también. Arreglemos el área, sembremos matas, vamos a poner que sea
Señorito,
un parque.
¿por qué no lo hiciste en los años que tuviste tú en el cónsul? ¿Por qué tú no lo hiciste? ¿Por qué no lo hiciste? Es que antes de que vengas a atacarme acá, ve lo que no hiciste todos tus tiempos. Tú solo estabas interesado en ver tus terrenos allá para ti personalmente. ¿Cuánta gente no viene a mi oficina ahorita a reclamarme que se perdieron papeles que tú perdiste? Antes de hablar de matas y todo, habla tú primero qué no hiciste en tu tiempo que te eligieron. Te dieron la oportunidad, Rey, y no lo hiciste. Es que antes de eso no hables, Rey. Me vas a atacar acá ahorita cuando tú estuviste allá. Es que la última persona para criticarme eres tú, porque tú estabas hace buenos años allá. Es que eso lo siento mucho, Rey. Es que no estés hablando aquí lo que tú tuviste la oportunidad y no lo hiciste.
Allá usted quiere meter política también, pero yo estando allá, hicimos caso a lo que la gente decía. Si usted viene cuando hay un mal tiempo acá atrás, se llena de botes, por eso no se ha hecho nada más. Y si usted quiere estar agarrando político de esto, agárrelo. Yo estoy hablando la verdad, lo que hicimos. Nosotros fuimos tranquilamente a su oficina, nosotros fuimos tranquilamente a verle a usted, porque queríamos saber qué está pasando. Y usted nos prometió, con su boca usted dijo que va a hacer una consulta, que no se ha hecho. ¿Por qué no hace una consulta para todo el pueblo? No solo somos nosotros. Entonces Giovanni vive acá atrás, ¿verdad? Él no está de acuerdo con el proyecto, ni sus hermanas. Iván Steins, que dice, vamos a poner palapas o ponemos mesas de picnic y lo dejamos bonito. Eso fue lo que le dijimos nosotros. Sí, yo le dije, necesito una limpieza, y nosotros lo hacíamos y no se ha hecho ahorita. ¿Usted quiere atacarme de otras cosas? Yo estoy libre, yo sé que no hice nada, yo sé que ayudé a la gente lo más que yo pude en mi capacidad. Yo no era el representante, yo era un counselor y ayudé, y hay mucha gente agradecida en todo lo que yo les pude ayudar. Okay. Yo no tengo que estar peleando eso con usted, porque yo sé lo que yo hice, yo me doy bien, yo serví a mi pueblo lo más que pude. Usted me quiere atacar ahorita porque usted falló. Usted fue el que prometió una cosa y no la ha hecho. Usted prometió una consulta antes de que empiece este proyecto y ahora lo quiere hacer a huevo. Porque a mí me dieron 5,000 votos, le pueden dar 10,000 votos, puede votar todo el pueblo. Y si usted me da el tiempo, yo le puedo conseguir esos mismos 5,000, 6,000 personas votantes de San Pedro que van a estar en desacuerdo con este proyecto. Pero ustedes están apurados y lo quieren hacer del día a la mañana.
All right, thank you, Severo. Minister.
It's okay. I can take those, Aiden. I can roll the punches. You know.
Yeah.
I can roll the punches. Right. You know.
Good.
It's always there. It's
Yeah.
always there. Something that is going to be the point whereby people won't be. You have another call?
Yes.
Yeah,
Good morning,
sure,
caller.
Sure.
Good morning, Aiden. Good morning, Minister.
Morning.
Today, the 26th of September, it's kind of a very, very sad day. But just listening, I have really observed a lot of info. But before I even proceed, I want to give my full support to Miss Shelley Privet. Tell you why.
Shelley.
My grandson, our grandsons, they enjoy live fishing in the embarcaderos, going around and all that. And that's what we want for the future of our kids and for generations to come. Minister, to me it's shocking to hear how you have moved with this project going against the will of the people. To me, if I got it right, you mentioned that your consultation was your campaign in 2018. That is not a consultation. That's campaigning. To me, you should do a consultation, but if the people don't want that project, and you're saying it's going ahead no matter what, and you are saying that you are not blocking the view of all this stretch of people living from Caribbean up to Wilbert Henkes. You are not blocking the view, putting buildings in front. I have no idea how you can say something like that because you are blocking the view. I'm talking about planting mangroves. Are you closing your eyes on the massive cutting of mangroves all over the place? Look, if we residents of San Pedro were to stand up, or at least give us a consultation concerning Cayo Rosario. I noticed the people in Plasencia, the fly fishermen in Plasencia, they got through victoriously on what they were fighting. Can we get back Cayo Rosario? Can that be stopped for the sake of livelihood for the people here? What is going on with all this massive filling all over the place? I notice right now, crossing by the end of the airstrip, I know they are probably refurbishing or working something on the airstrip, which is fine. I would like to know if the farther up south, like the tip of the airstrip, is that still civil aviation property? And all that 80 acres of land that is being filled and mountains of sand and the pipe pumping from the ocean and an extension going far out into the lagoon on that same area, is all that private property or is that reclaimed property? Because it's pretty out. It is very sad, and I can tell you now, I had forwarded some photos or pictures to Aiden concerning a complete cutting of mangrove right here by the river on the Charcote. We are destroying our island. I have been there, and I am not perfect, and I will never be perfect. I know I heard how you responded to Severo, and you might try to say the same thing to me. But before you even go there, I have no problem debating anything with you, but that's not the point. The point is here that you were elected, like you said, with a huge vote turnout. But even if it was only by 1 or 2, you still have the same responsibility. So here is not about blue, red, and San Pedranos. Here is about a fair play, treating everybody fine.
Agree.
And working for the Belizean people.
Agree.
We are here to work together. And Minister, it's not a fight, it's just my opinion. I don't want to fight with you, I don't want to fight with Wale, I don't want to fight with no one. But when we need to step up, like I mentioned yesterday, when you are in, you see so much. When you are out, you see plenty much. And I can tell you, on air, I admit my mistakes that we did. Because once you're in there, you're dealing with people on a daily basis. And I know what you're going through.
No.
But let us listen to the people. You told us, you campaigned that Plan Belize is all about consultation and listening to the people. For God's sake, let's listen to the people. They do not want that project. To me, the BTD can save a lot of money and force a cleanup campaign on that area together with the stakeholders, and it will be all over, and you have a nice scenery. I mentioned also yesterday that's where Mito Pass comes in, where the history, the tradition of San Pedro is fading out, and Mito has been working very hard to come up with all this. And very unfortunate when the election was lost from our party, and you guys took over. I don't know what really happened, but Mito cannot get none of his pictures, none of the material that was lended to him for the House of Culture, and where it is, I have no clue. I speak to Mito almost on a daily basis, and he's hurt because he feels he needs to return certain things to people that he actually got to showcase in the House of Culture. So we're killing our tradition. We need to work together. Minister, I have great respect for everybody. I am one of those. Aiden is witness, and the people are witness. On my first term when I won, I tried all my best to unite the PUP, the UDP, to work together for the best interests of La Casa Isla Bonita. But I couldn't accomplish that. But I never treated any blue, any red, green, yellow differently. My office was open. I treated everybody as much as I'm the best I could. But again, I know you're going through this. We try to please everybody, but it's just difficult. You can't. But you had mentioned that you have a lot of projects coming in. You need to consult with the people. You need to say it. Right now we are saying it, but you need to consult with the people if the project will fit where you want to do it. Like I mentioned, this project is a beautiful project, but unfortunately the location is not for it. Because what happened is this: once you put those buildings, you will block the view, you will devalue the market price for those properties, and new rules will kick in on that area. New rules, I know that. So for all that money that will be invested there, why they don't just do a plan? I'll tell you, because we tried. We cleaned up all that stretch several times. But we just need to talk to the people to keep it clean. And the beautification, nobody's against beautification, but everybody's against those buildings there. So it is just my 2 5 cents. I don't want to really criticize it. If you have noticed, I have never said anything on the council side. I have never said nothing on your side yet. Just right now, what we're talking, because I believe, and I mention it, I appreciate every work that has been done by every single person that has put their name on a ballot and has won. That's why I invited all the mayors. I invited Maestro Angel, who gave a good speech there on Elvis. I invited the councillors also then of the past administration, because I believe we're doing a service to our town. I believe in San Pedro. I believe in my isla. I love San Pedro, and I know you love you too. But the thing is, we need to work together. We need to be fair with everybody. It's not about blue, it's not about red, not forget that. That the campaign will come, and that's when we do things. And we can, I mean, at this point, I just want to see the stop of cutting of mangroves, probably getting back a Rosario, because I'll be honest, there's a lot of kids out here. Soon as school closes, they're all with their fishing lines, rods, going with little kayaks, going on the docks, going out place. That's what was done there. So I don't know.
Yeah.
All I can say is let us hope for the best, for the community, for the country, and God bless us all.
Yeah.
Thank you.
All right, thank you, Danny.
Aiden, you know what? Thank you, Mayor, for that call. I appreciate it, for clarifying that we're all in one in this community. Whereas one thing I'll agree with you, no, it's not about only those different lines of blue, white, or red, or San Pedranos. I agree with you on that one. Thank you for the clarification. I think you had several questions. One is about the lands there by the airstrip that was cleared up. That area there was cleared up. The mangrove is growing back again, but it was simply done for the safety of the planes coming in. That piece of property there is still
the far end of
yes, the far
airstrip,
end. He
okay.
mentioned about the far end of the runway, that it's still part as open lands, and of course the Belize Airport Authority is looking right now to secure it for safety reasons. It's not to be grabbed up or privately on it, no. In terms of the destruction of the mangroves and everything there, I hear him loud and clear on that one of the destruction of the mangroves. I agree with him. I know he mentioned something about the river, about some little island there that is being cleared up as I speak. Yes, I rushed in there to check what is really going on. And the neighbors around San Juan brought it to my attention that somebody was going in there, only to find out that that is a private property. So
Really?
when I got dig up the private property and everything, those were issued back then in just before 2019, 2020. That's the year that those were issued. So if I can share those pictures
Yes,
with you.
I sent you the two pictures there.
Since we're on that, no?
Danny.
Right.
The two of them, or which
Yeah.
one first?
Anyone. It doesn't really matter. Anyone that he can show. And I agree with him fully in terms of the mangroves that are being destroyed. The fact is, and it's important for the community to know, and I should say it in Spanish, the reason why all of this development is happening in all those areas to the back, especially around those areas there, those little islands and little places there, you Google those. Look at that. Look at that. Right now, let me show you those two pieces there. That big piece there that you see is directly behind the gas station. Okay?
Okay.
That is privately owned. That was sold off some years ago. And that is a crucial piece of island there, where lots of fish spawn, sprats and everything. And it's still teeming with life there. That's private. The day will come when that person will try to do some development.
That's the area that takes you to Boca del
That's
Rio,
right.
right?
That area there. That was sold some years ago, privately. How could that be allowed? And this is what we are up against. That person will come in, eventually want to develop that, and something will happen because it's already been surveyed and everything. How do we stop that? When that person already bought that person has a title. And when I did some investigation, it just recently got sold again from private hands to private hands.
Really?
So how can we work with that person there? That's my goal right now, is to reach out to the previous owners and say, how can we work to preserve that area there? That is what happened. So when you talk about mangroves and everything, it hurts my heart. That stuff occurred from way back. Now if I may move to the other one there, I'm done. Now that specific little island there in the center there, the center island, if you can highlight with your arrow there for me, that right there, that little island there, that's a total of 237 acres of land. That was given in 2020 as land compensation to some people. Get it? Land compensation to somebody there back in 2020 based on something that apparently the person had a title and somebody had a title. So to reward that person, they used the land of Belize South Ambergiski to give.
And this is where is
right
this
up north
located?
on the western side of by the lagoon side, directly west of Ambergiski. Now, up there you call is what it's called the Korean lands, no? Up north. But that itself there, now this person comes in and illegally tries to dig in and everything to develop. Apparently the person wants to build over 700 lots. This is what I am up against. This is what we as a community are up against. You realize that on the right-hand side, the waters is teeming with life for flat fishing. That island develops, we lose our waters. This is what we have to stop. I have to fight it. We have to fight it. But this is what could have been avoided from the very beginning when those lands should have never been given. Now, if I go along that entire map, every single piece of island you look on it has an owner. And that was done in the past administration. Now, these people now are selling it off. They're selling it off. And that's what they're doing. You go up on Facebook right now, everybody have land for sale right now, development, everything. Everybody wants to buy a piece of land in Borgeski because now people have land for sale. Ending this. Where is the land for people? Where is the land for the people?
Yes, I was going to ask you, Minister, because I saw a post from the Minister of Natural Resources that they were here.
Yes. That was an internal land claim because I'm trying to facilitate those that have their papers. Some people got their lease, some people got their purchase price. So, but they're stuck there for years. And you think I cancel those? I have a right to say a letter to cancel to give it to somebody. You can't do that. These are Belizeans. Now, there's somebody that had 3 lots. Yesterday, I had an incident where a gentleman came in. He did get one. He came back with another one. He had 2. I had to cancel it. You cannot get 2, my brother. And the person still got upset. And even though he got 1, he get upset with me. But these are hard decisions that we have to make, Aiden. And I think that, and I'm glad that that the mayor came up, the former mayor mentioned it about declaring the mangroves. I agree. We got to stop these mangroves thing. But then these people have their titles.
It's a tough one.
Yes, it's a tough one. They're applying. They're going to DOE. They're going to it is going through all the points, and they have a right to do that. So now we have to look at the bigger picture, how we can do it. We need to grow in a way that is more sustainable. Because let me tell you something: the flat fishing industry is very critical. I am acutely aware of that. We got to protect it, and that is why that big one over there. I'm sorry, I have to go vocal about it. And I will need the support of the people. I will not support it. I've spoken to the Deputy Prime Minister about it. I've spoken to the Minister of Environment that this island is a no-go. It is a no-go because that island goes, so the entire waters over there. It's a very critical piece of island. And that also, by the way, Holchan was very critical, instrumental actually, because a fisherman reported it. We went in there. These people had gone in there with a big dredging machine to dig without any kind of clearance. And we had to stop it. So this is what we're up against with them, Aiden. While we narrow it down to discussing today the issue about the embarcadero, it just highlights all the issues that we're dealing with, Aiden. And I'm here. I will serve it, my mandate. I'm seeking re-election. Every single day I focus. My shoulders are broad. I have a great, excellent staff. I take my ministry serious. I thank the collaboration with Town Council, the mayor, these councillors, the entire council. We're working together. That's important. That's important, and that's what we're doing right now. Because the effort that we're doing here to make things happen has to be collaborative, and of course the support of BTV, support of Minister Mala. All of these, we're in this together. So, closing.
I mentioned it Monday, Minister, when we were getting a lot of calls, and I said, well, I know the minister, and I have an open door policy with Minister, and I'm pretty much sure that you will come and you will face the music, as we see here in Belize.
Always.
And you have always done that.
Never shy away.
Never. And I hope that this morning, you have cleared some of the issues that the residents have. And I told you that one of the main things that people have been asking for is for you to consult with them.
Absolutely.
Consultation was the key main one. But Minister, like I said, when we are on the show, the hour and a half is never enough. And I know that you're busy. I know that that you have to tend to other issues of our community. And I want to appreciate your presence here this morning.
Thank you very much. Again, thank you to all the community that and everybody listening. And of course, controversy will always have controversy. You know, I'm here to face the music, as how you say. It's not something that I'm going to go back and regroup and to go back and be scared. Not at all. I know I grew up in politics, and you always get shots taken at you. I can roll with the punches. That's something I can tell you. You know, sometimes it hits hard. Sometimes it really does hit hard and affects even by extension your families. But in the end, I always have a good day and walk with my head up high on the streets. That's important. So thank you very much for giving me the opportunity. Reef TV, Reef Radio, Dan. Muchas gracias for the opportunity here.
Thank you, Minister, for being with us this morning. And we want to thank our viewers, listeners, and we take this opportunity to invite you for tomorrow's edition of Good Morning San Pedro. Until then, you do take care.